So today in this video I would like to share how to check DC voltage with digital multimeter. So what is the DC voltage? DC voltage is battery or power supply or any device that's they already converted to the DC. So that can be the power supply board, and that can be from the PCB board, and whatever the board, that's the AC voltage already convert to the DC. So the best things that to understand the DC voltage is the battery, either is battery or power switch and power supply or battery charger. So this is my laptop charger, and this is 9V battery and 1.5V AA battery. So all these are they call the DC voltage. So I'm going to use digital multimeter here. In digital multimeter there is three sockets to put the lead. So one is red and one is black, and the black lead is always going to be COM. So COM, this is COM, so this is for the black lead, and the red lead we apply into V ohm milliamps. So the red lead will goes to here, and this is only they use for the DC current, DC ampere. So be careful, this is very seldom used. So normally we didn't use this unless you want to test the DC ampere. So we're going to test the DC voltage. So multimeter, you need to select to the DC mode. So the first thing you need to know is how many voltage you want to test. So I have one here, this is 9V battery, indicate that here is 9V. So every DC voltage they will indicate the voltage. So if all the battery also they will indicate the voltage. 9V battery, they will write here 9V. So this is 9V, and in the battery they will write down normally is voltage for the positive here, and this side is negative. So the small one is positive, and this is 9V, so you need to select more than 9V, which will be 20. So this battery is below 20V, so we can select here, and the red lead is positive and the black is negative. So this battery should be 9V. I get here is 8.65V, which is the battery is already low. For example, if I select to 2000 millivoltage, which is 2 voltage, then the voltage will not show off because the voltage range is too low and the battery voltage is more. So we need to select higher range than the battery. So we can say this battery is already low because the 9V indicate here, but we get only 8.65V. So this is the reason why we need to test our battery. You have something device, then you supply this 9V battery and your device is not working, which means your battery is low. But if you want to know your battery is low or full, then you need to check. Then here is already low, so this battery is low. And here another battery I have, this is AA battery, and there will be write down the voltage. So here AA 1.5V. So 1.5V, 1.5V, you can select here. 20 is more than 1.5, so we can select here, and here is 2000 millivolt is 2 voltage. So you can select here, and you can select here, either both sides you can select. So this side is negative and here is positive, so they write here positive. So let's check. So this battery also already low. So supposed to be 1.5, but my battery is already low, 1.5. 40. And here number 3, I have here is my laptop charger, computer charger, and in case your laptop is not on, and by the time you need to check your laptop charger problem or your laptop problem, so you need to check the input. Here is the input voltage 100 to 240 volt, and the output, we are going to check the output, we're not going to check input, so we have to be careful about this. So the output, we need to see the output is 19 volt. So we're going to check, we need to plug in the input. So we plug into the input here, this is 240 volt, here is the input, and now the output, we want to check the output. Here is 19 volt. I'm going to turn on the power. So if you want to check the DC power supply, then you need to make sure that there is the symbol right here. This is positive inside and here is negative outside. So positive inside, positive is the red, and negative is outside, so here is out. So we get 19.7. So here is right 19 volt, and I get the reading is 19.7. So there is always plus and minus, plus 5% or minus 5%. So basically we will not get exactly voltage, either it's a little bit less or a little bit more. So this is how we can test. If your power supply is more than 20 volt, if 24 volt, you need to select here. If more than 200 volt, then you need to select here. But maximum voltage will be 1000 voltage. So this is how you can test the DC voltage with digital multimeter. If you don't have this kind of a digital multimeter, you can use this kind of a digital multimeter. So the selection is still the same. So black lead will be in the COM here, and the red lead will be on this side, and this is amp to check for the ampere. So we didn't use this unless you want to check the ampere. So this is much more simple, much more easier than this kind of multimeter, because this is the price is much more expensive also. So to check the DC with this multimeter, and we need to select to the DC. So here is the DC, and these things you don't have to select like how many voltage, 20 volt or 200 volt or 1000 volt. You just select one times the DC voltage, then automatically they will read. So red is here, black is here. So 8.56, and this also the DC battery. So black is this side and red is this side. So I get 1.392. And if I want to test with this DC power supply here, and the red lead is inside and the black lead is outside, so automatic they will detect 19.57 voltage. Because this kind of digital multimeter, you just select only one times, then automatically they will adjust the voltage. So the price is much more expensive than these things. This is more cheap, but anyway you can test all the DC voltage. So I hope you understand how we can test a DC voltage with digital multimeter, and thank you for watching my video.